The developers of Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game, just released a live stream highlighting both sides of gameplay from the Killer Klowns and also the humans and how they survive in the gameplay. So I am very interested to see what is here and discovering what's on offer. So let's react to the gameplay today. And now let's jump into the Killer Klowns gameplay right now. The preface is that this is gameplay from the pre-alpha, so it may be a bit outdated, but the mechanics should still be the same and built upon, and graphics and quality performance should be better compared to what we're seeing right now when it comes to full release. So let's double check into it.
Supposed to be surviving the invasion, and then in the very end we will just play. Like, this has been something that we have been having an
I can already say the pacing of the clowns are very slow, but there might be something that happens with certain builds, certain perks, what it may be in this game. Let's keep going through it and see what's about.
absolute blast playing internally,
Just
just
play
because of
a ton of fun.
I mean,
The cotton candy ray
it's
gun.
one of those things where
Nice.
there's just so many things that have come together to make every match
You see the humans in the distance running away.
unique and
That's
different
pretty good.
and interesting and fun, and just having that all coded in this vibrant, enjoyable, like fun, terrifying, like it's just
All the above. Literally all the
Yeah.
adjectives. Hey, whoa, what?
Right now, it already sounds like a sandbox experience for killers and survivors. Like, if you want an asymmetrical game that's more sandbox-like, this may be it, where you can just have fun and do some crazy stuff. But let's see what ends up happening.
Where you're swinging.
Get out of my way. Okay, so clowns.
Yeah. So
We
started
have-
off. You mentioned the 15-minute timer.
Also, you have the community manager on the left, and on the right is Jordan, but I think my head's actually covering it. Now I'm up here. Get used to it. Let's go.
And we have the cotton candy cocoons kind of all around. Is that what you wanted to start off? You know what? I'll
Oh
let
yeah,
you know.
I'm gonna say, like, as a clown,
They
you're
explain a
getting
lot of
into the
stuff, but I
match,
haven't
like,
seen anything
the
yet.
humans are there, obviously, but they're gonna be sneaking around and stuff. So you'll notice that there's cocoons left over from, you know, the earlier portion of the invasion. Let's see if we can track one.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you
got
got
one.
one.
Right
Nice.
here.
Sweet. So yeah, there are stray cocoons scattered around that exist. They're randomly placed in different spots. They're just kind of all over the place. And as a clown, it's definitely a very beneficial thing to go and find those early to begin hooking them up to what you see here, which is a lackey generator. There's 4 lackey generators on the map, and each lackey generator has 4 slots, so there's
So
16
16.
total.
Yeah, okay.
What this does as you're hooking these up is it begins to spawn lackey
This guy's mic is crazy bad.
helpers, little NPCs that will pop out here in probably about 15 seconds if I'm looking at that timer right. And they patrol the map. They begin looking out, and the amount of lackeys that are spawning at each generator are dependent on how many cocoons you have hooked up. So as we fill a lackey generator up, it spawns up to 4 of them. Oh, there he
Here's
goes.
one.
Hey, buddy.
Little homie.
So he's gonna go out and start looking. So yeah, the 4 generators on the map, they're positioned. He's gonna
Wait,
go out
what?
and start.
Here's one.
Fill a lackey generator up. It spawns up to 4 of them. Oh, there
Here's
he
So
goes.
4 lackeys that go around the map
So
doing
yeah,
something.
the 4 generators on the map, they're positioned randomly again. Like, a big thing about this game, like, we wanted to keep randomization to gameplay elements at a high level to make sure that these things play out.
Already, talking about high-level gameplay in a game that looks like super casual is very interesting. And that's maybe a good thing to see, because it allows for that profound competitiveness of games and gamers to enjoy a game that's more competitive without having the developers say it's a casual game, like Gun Media with Chainsaw Massacre. Because you know what happened there? It's not a competitive game, but it's casual, but it's been built as competitive. But they don't say it's competitive, they say it's casual. It's just confusing. But in a game like this, it seems like they have a certain element of understanding to maybe their past games and their past asymmetrical games being Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed and also the Friday the 13th game to a certain degree, and also Predator Hunter Grounds, which is a bit more competitive and also casual at the same time, which feels like this, but with more players, which I kind of like. And alongside that, this element of having things spawn randomly throughout the map and changing depending on certain elements, like what time you actually playing the game, maybe the setting changes, maybe these change as well, or they just randomly change no matter what, can allow for certain different movements to occur in actual gameplay for the clowns, which makes it maybe easier or harder for the survivors, depending on what happens.
Differently each time. So there you have 4 of them, and you're gonna want to disperse the cocoons and team up to try and make sure that each one is getting filled up, because you want that map coverage. The lackeys do begin to give you that opportunity, and as you'll watch the match unfold, it begins to show how effective they are at, like, actually spotting, like, attaching.
Ah,
to
they're
humans. They
spotters.
jump on humans. They,
Okay.
They sound alarms when they can't get to them, like if they're in hiding.
So in Prey to Hunter Grounds, they had a system like this, which was the camps or the AIs. They've implemented in a certain way that's a bit more interactive. They're not just there from the very start. You have to activate them. Once you activate these lackeys, they will roam in a certain area, so they have their own patrol lane. And once they hit a certain target or find someone in the detection range or proximity range or area, they will end up activating towards that target from a jump attack, from a notification of some sort, or just making something be spotted on your visual HUD in some way. So that's kind of cool.
Spots and whatnot. So they give you a leg up. So it's very important to focus early game on getting those cocoons hooked up.
So snowball lackeys with cocoons can actually work out pretty well.
Final thing I can say about the lackey generators is that if you hook them all up, there's 16 slots, you actually trigger... Oh, hello there.
Trigger what? Oh, look at this fight.
Cocoon. Yeah, let's just get this cocoon so I can hook it up and show off.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice.
I got this one, Albert. Oh, wait, okay. Sorry, you're sharing.
So they killed one of the humans just then with their weapons and turned it into a cotton candy cocoon, which then they can use for the lackeys in those generators.
The screen, so... but what you'll see that pops up on Albert's right-hand side of the screen is a tracker of how many cocoons there are, because once you do reach... Well, sorry.
That's a dead cocoon.
Yeah, Aaron is not dead yet. So one thing I'll call out here is when humans are cocooned, they will have a suffocation timer.
Nice.
And how long you stay alive is obviously how long you have before you're dead, or how long you have left to breathe before you die. So once he finally dies, then it's considered hooked up, and then that's an upgrade to the...
I see it charging on the actual indicator. That pink to yellow bar on the cotton candy locator on the generator. So that's pretty cool that that's an element there. I'm guessing human players can interfere with this and save the player from dying, so they don't die instantaneously. It's kind of nice.
But until then, he is very much alive in there. He's got a limited supply of oxygen. And... Oh, it looks like Jordan... Oh, we lost your cam. 1 second. Oh, no. I think you're back. Okay.
So one player has a
yeah,
mace or
if the human...
a hammer of some sort. There's other players with a cotton candy ray gun. I wonder if you just stuck to one weapon per game. I see abilities on the bottom left, but I see 2 weapons on the bottom right. And some type of modifiers on the top right, and obviously the score on the top of how many humans are alive and clowns are still active with the timer of 10 minutes remaining. So UI looks kind of streamlined. There's some other abilities where I think Albert is on the left-hand side. Some other abilities behind him, but I can't see at the moment.
Like a sharp object, like a knife or something, they can actually cut themselves out. But other humans are actually able to...
self-defense mechanics. Like, if you have a certain weapon with you already or certain tool, you can use that to actually escape these at any moment. So you can have the killed clowns roam around, and as soon as you notice they've roamed around, or you can hear the movement go away, then you can escape out of this actual cocoon and progress through gameplay.
Cocoon's just on the ground. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the hook.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be on the hook, but yeah, anytime that someone has a sharp object. So yeah, there's a lot of fun there. So it comes down to
nice,
kind of like
very nice.
Gauging out your approach to it, and then clowns need to keep moving. So if they're gonna head out, and there's a good chance that
the lackey stopped on towards that bin. Like if you can see over there, just stopped all of a sudden.
So if they're gonna,
I'm unsure if that's like something they want, where it just freezes, unless some player's like hiding in the bins. Is that a mechanic in the game in some way? Then that will make sense. Or that's just one of those points where it stops for a bit and then rotates again. Unsure.
There's a good chance that
so it still gives players some chances to run around.
Someone came over and they're trying to get him out.
Yeah, no, we gotta stop them.
Oh, there we go. Okay, the popcorn launcher
Get out of
in action.
Okay.
Charges up and shoots him. 2 shots and down. That's crazy.
We're not supposed to be playing now.
The one punch.
Why not?
No, don't.
Oh, okay, we got fatalities. Okay, the executions they had in eliminations they had in Prey to Hunter Grounds. He's gone. There you go.
Bye.
Very nice. Very nice. It's cool that we can actually see it now. So one thing in Prey to Hunter Grounds, whenever you did one of these executions, you can never actually see it from your screen. Only the fire team player or the human player will be able to see it. So it's kind of rejuvenating that the killer also sees it. It's like he's partaking in that event. Maybe he loses a bit of information on his surroundings, but it allows for more of those atmospheric moments that occur without ruining the gameplay too much. So I like that. I don't mind it. Maybe there's a setting to turn it off or on, depending on your settings. So that could be interesting. An interesting thing to see.
I'm gonna keep going.
Play escaped?
Yeah, for sure.
Just as long as my audio is still good, I think that's what matters more than anything.
Yeah, that guy's audio is bugging out.
Cool. So
okay.
Let's see. I covered. So the early clown apocalypse. So if you hook up all the generators on the map as a clown team, you trigger the early clown apocalypse. So instead of having to wait for 15 minutes, it happens whenever you finalize it. It has the countdown still, and humans have like a minute to get out of them at that. So it's definitely a power play. especially if you're feeling like they're very sneaky and difficult to track down. Sometimes it's worth it to turn and focus on filling up those generators. So, because it also, once again, provides that lackey map control.
He's freezing, makes me think I'm freezing.
Let's
Speaking
see.
of which, let's find.
So it looks like there is a certain game factor that's game ending. Depending on what you do, if you fill up all the generators, a clown apocalypse will happen, and then the game should end. And the humans are trying to do whatever they need to do and complete in the set duration before that happens, of course. And they can delay it as much as possible, but there's a 50-minute counter that once it reaches 15 minutes, if anyone's still here in some capacity, they will also be part of the clown apocalypse and be eliminated. Can't say that other word.
More cocoons or find some humans. Just generally, when you're looking for humans, you want to look out for these white circular noise pings around. White or
noise
red.
pings?
Red is normally like
Noise pings are good.
a lackey's caught them or they're trying to escape.
Okay, so noise pings, if they're white, it's just if they're in your own proximity, without you even seeing them, you can still see that sound indicator. But if they're actually glowing red, it's one of the lackeys that have been spawned and roaming around has detected them in some way.
Dude's trying to yeah, I don't know what that was. What was that? Like
Kind of a good mechanic.
Probably.
Oh, we got miles.
I'm not sure how the humans really counterplay this in some way. They're trying to fight back.
Good cut off.
Okay. I do like the element of them fighting back. The humans actually have the possibility of fighting back. But clowns work together.
Actually,
They boosted the bar. There's a bar that comes up. Do you see that?
Team.
It's kind of like
the ray
Ghostbusters.
gun is more for
Yeah, look, it's kind of got that Ghostbuster vibe. Use all your weapons in order to charge up a certain meter and then destroy. So they had to boost it all to reach that status. So I think this might be pretty much a combination of all Phonic's past work put together to make this game underneath this IP. So this is kind of feeling like that a bit. Which is good or bad, depending on how you like the other games.
When a human is down, they can actually we can cocoon them even
Nice.
faster. And as you saw there, we got a little boosted stat if the
And he's
clowns
charging
work
up his
together
spin.
to
Look at him go.
Someone, that makes it even faster.
Oh, Lucky's jumping?
You guys saw Jordan do a little bit
Wait,
of a
can Lucky's
clown
actually
jump
pick
there.
up the cotton candy?
That's a way of clowns to travel around the map. There's a bit of a fog of war.
Wait,
Clown
what?
jump there. That's
Did he jump?
To cotton candy someone.
Yeah, did he jump? He charged up his stack and jumped, didn't he?
Faster.
I think he did.
Jordan, do a little bit
Can't
of
really
a
tell.
Clown jump there. That's a way of clowns to travel around the map. There's a bit of a fog of war. Keep throwing the cocoon at them.
I am. That's my tactic, man.
Throwing the cocoon at him, does that actually help you? Maybe like a stun factor.
No, I didn't.
Oh, damn.
Instructive right there.
All right, hit him with it.
Clown-tality. You love that.
And as you can see, from
Clown
battle,
sees
we've taken
someone
a little bit
busted.
of damage. One of our abilities is the LOL ability, and that gives us the joy of laughter. Laughter is, of course,
Damage, health,
the
and
best
speed boost.
medicine,
Okay.
So it gives you a little bit of a
Okay.
damage buff, speed boost, and
That's really good.
healing over time.
The healing over time pretty much charged up the whole way.
These things.
All the
in
3
this
bars.
Yeah, let's play catch.
Yeah, play catch with whoever's in.
So you can juggle them around. Okay, it's not too bad.
All right, one more.
It might be useful here and there,
Okay.
but not too much.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, discovering humans is very much a noise-based thing. So when we are kind of going over the specifics in the human side, we can
See
kind
the
of
red mark?
explain the different things
That's a lackey that was
that
just there.
generate noise. But on the clown side, visually you are
See, that's the exact same thing. Okay.
tracking the little white dots, and then you also get. I think you got that too, Albert. We get pings as well when humans mess up at minigame QTs, or are jumped by a lackey, or are alarmed by a
someone's failing a
lackey.
skill check over here about the carousel.
There's also another skill check based system in the game for humans. So if they do fail it, it will come up with the same red marker, which will provide you that sound notification that they're there. That a human player is there in some capacity. Compared to just a white mark where you can miss out and not see. And now you know that they've actually completed an objective of some sort.
Kind of track them down and actually.
That's how you spawn in as a
jump
clown?
into-
Okay.
Someone's trying
Oh,
to
that's
get
the
out portal
rotating.
here.
Wait, he just rotated.
So you got to kind of keep an
So there's clown jump ability. You get to a mini map of some sort or map.
eye on them.
Choosing
but they do
positioning,
give
where
the
you wanna
opportunity
land,
if the
and then you just land
humans
from
mess
there.
up to kind of track them down
Okay.
and actually
Interesting. I like the
jump
scare
into-
factor that can occur here.
Someone's trying to get out the portal machine here.
There's a pole machine, okay.
Oh wow!
Give me escapes.
How did you
Oh,
not
wait.
block him?
This
How-
unique escapes?
What do you mean block him? I got air horn.
Whoa,
dude.
that's cool.
Oh my goodness.
Please have unique escapes in this game.
Okay.
Not just
so
one escape
a
type.
big thing about the map is for the clowns to actually succeed is keeping track of the escape objective. So like I was talking about these earlier, it's
Escape
extremely
objective.
crucial.
So it seems to be more than one,
have
maybe.
Control as the clown, just understanding where things are.
Oh, it might be the same for the whole side of the map.
Once again, like I had mentioned,
Oh, there won't be any unique
we
ones, just
went
different
to
locations, the same
great
thing.
Lengths to get all of the gameplay objectives and items and things randomizing constantly. So every match you're jumping into.
Yeah, 100%. It's just RNG elements where they can just spawn anywhere. From the generator of the lackeys, they can spawn anywhere, compared to the escape portals as well, they can spawn anywhere. But the map is always static. It's always going to be the same.
On the match, they're in different spots.
Just those objectives will
different
change.
Configurations, like different placements, so that it's never the same exact same layout each time.
Let's be honest, that does not occur. After, say, 3 or 4 times of playing the map, you pretty much should know all the spawns pretty darn quickly, and there won't be too many. But after 10 times, you know every spawn, exactly where they're going to spawn all the time, just by the configuration. It just happens.
It's really important to move around the map and find where.
So casually, I can see it be like, oh my god, it's always so different. But after that casual experience, and you get a bit more hardcore or more mediocre at the gameplay, you should know where everything is.
Where things are, and as you can see,
which is alright.
Part
of the game.
The objectives to give that extra interaction, where humans are coming up and clearing cotton candy, and
they're clearing the cotton candy. That's hilarious.
So they have that risk of making more noise. So it's definitely a control thing. And
so that's the skill check they're talking about. They have to clear this first in order to get to the other skill checks. So there's a skill check here and another skill check after. Maybe there isn't a skill check for this. Maybe this is just debris. There's a guaranteed skill check for the portal.
You want to be able to kind of.
But it spawned in really quickly. For the other player to escape.
That stuff under control.
The 1 out
and just
of the 7 players they escaped
very valuable
at the moment.
For when the time comes. So.
And speaking of coverage, we've killed.
And there's still 6 more humans available in 4 minutes. So they have 4 minutes to get out. If they don't get out, Clown Apocalypse, and they all die.
A fair few, a bit of humans, but I think.
We got a scoreboard. Let's see what it's all about.
The time comes. So.
And
so for a split second.
Coverage,
okay, we got kills and cocoons hooked as well. Escapes, time alive. Okay, nice. Like a simple mechanic that rewards you for escaping or killing, in this case, which is no issue. Basic fundamentals for a game like this, and it should allow players to have fun. Do players on the human side escape too quickly? That could be a possibility. But right now, unsure.
A bit of humans, but I think
until we actually get to play the game ourselves.
You know, there's definitely going to be some eagle-eyed people in there. Big pop-up saying dead humans have been revived. I know this has been a question I've seen a couple times, you know, just on socials and Discord. But yeah, clowns, when you get downed, clowns can be downed with with you know, weapons. They can only be killed with a sharp object. Or,
oh shit!
Say, like a fire.
They can kill the clowns. The humans can kill the clowns, and it's pretty much guaranteed. That is nuts. That's a possibility.
Firearm, if humans are lucky enough to get one. Humans, however, once they're dead.
So they get a possibility of a firearm or a sharp weapon. This is sounding like a bit like Friday the 13th when you kill Jason. I think that's the exact same thing that's happening here. Give the possibilities to reduce the clown numbers from all 3, or just by a couple, or by a single player. That's still going to be a lot in the game, and actually creating those unique moments.
They've only got a one-time respawn resurrection machine that's located somewhere on the map.
Oh, okay.
You know, is that, speaking of which, I don't think we kept track of that, and the humans are back.
So there is a resurrection machine for clowns, and they can use it after someone has been disposed of from their team, from the humans, and they can use it to revive their fallen teammate.
Although they've only got about 3.5 minutes to find a good escape for them.
Yep. So
good escape.
We're still advantaged here, even though we're not like.
Find a good escape. Makes me think there's another escape. This
will all come into play.
Tracking mode. Oh, okay. These are the special abilities. Look at this. I like this.
You'd
look at his little puppy. Clown puppy.
Secondary weapons. So like you get the choice of having you get one of the cotton candy ray guns, which is used for cotton candy cocooning people, and then you have a secondary weapon, which is usually around killing. There's some that are a little bit have some different things tied to them, but for the most part, it's about getting the humans down onto the ground to cotton candy.
What the hell is a boat? There's a boat extract. Okay, so there seems to be multiple extracts in this game, or multiple escapes. That's a good thing to see. Really, really fun for the asymmetrical genre. This will be enjoyable. Will it get repetitive? Possibly. And when it comes down to the clown gameplay, it did mention there was a certain weapon type, say the ray cotton cocoon gun that you use. That gun there is a supportive weapon that helps out with delaying objectives. And then you have a secondary weapon, which is more based on damage output of some sort.
Or you can just keep waiting.
They're gone. They just disappeared.
That's definitely not worth as much, because
that's been an extract from Friday 13th. That has to be
about getting the cocoons and really bolstering their food supply. So that's an important part of really kind of succeeding in this. So talked about our main abilities. Did you show off jump a little bit?
I showed off jump. I talked about LOL. They just saw me use the balloon dog for a little bit of tracking action.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
The second I tracked them, I realized that they were on the boat, and then they left.
Was that a human decoy or a sound indicator that they've set up by purpose? I think that might have been the case.
So, what's...
So there's sometimes mechanics in the game that pretty much deter the clown players from their objectives by creating mimics or sound indicators for them from the humans' actual gameplay. So that's kind of cool.
What's your ability that you've got on?
So I've got the finger lure, or it's a hypnotic lure. It's basically
This is a charm
ability where he's able to lure the humans towards him. And
is that automatic?
So
how's that work? Is that a guaranteed hit?
Let's go find a human to test it on.
So that sounds like a guaranteed hit. It sounds kind of busted.
The clown apocalypse. We're doing more.
You know the devs know all the escapes because they're
still
double
like
checking
to
each
not
escape
let
right now.
A couple of these humans escape.
I don't think that's gonna.
Okay, I was a bit questionable on the map. I thought the map was too small. But now I think the map is pretty decently large, but the movement of the clouds is kind of slow. I know they have special abilities and ways to move around with their jump ability, but they're not using it as much here, so I'm unsure how useful that actually is in gameplay and the cooldown of those abilities. But it seems like there's a possibility to use it and have some fun here, overall.
It's gonna happen. We'll see, though.
So I don't mind it. Depends on the bouncing, of course.
Use your balloon dog. What are you doing? You're the one that's supposed to be helping
3
us.
seconds, bro.
Oh my goodness.
So he's the tracker, and he can't use his skit at the moment. There you go, tracking mode activated.
Come on, buddy. Show us the way.
Oh, we were right here. Jordan.
Where?
Oh, it just guarantees a white sound indicator no matter what.
Yep, Miles, this
I
way.
see. Maybe it has a greater range.
Oh, he's running out.
So instead of being like 5 minutes
No,
towards
then
target,
come back this
now
way,
you can be
Alex.
like 15.
Wait, what?
We found
And be able to see
two
it.
more.
Oh, there's another?
Yeah.
Oh, they found the other two. Nice.
I was trying to. There was a couple of them over here, so I went this way. Okay, there's one.
Balloon's
Get
gone.
into position.
Still tracking them?
Yep.
Come on, get it.
And so we're at
Get
a
it.
minute left at the 30-second mark.
Damage health and speed
For those
boost.
of you guys who... Oh, nice lure.
Oh, crap. Wait, whoa, let's see
30-second
that.
Mark.
So he landed the ability there.
And so we're at a minute left at the 30-second
You see his hand? He's doing the actual the lure.
mark. For those
Pulls
of
him
you
in.
guys who... Oh, nice lure.
Yeah,
nice
it
lure.
does. It's guaranteed.
Oh, I'll talk
Especially if you
about
charge
that
forward,
in a
it's guaranteed hit.
second. And you can see...
But you won't be able to kill him just on your own, possibly.
how
You might
good
need
that
your team, like
tracking
in this
is.
case.
Hit him with it, Jordan. Hit him with it.
40 seconds remaining left.
With what?
There's still 5 humans remaining.
I thought we were
There's no
gonna
chance.
mentality hunt.
Oh,
They're all gonna end
oh,
up dying.
no.
Well, we've got about
Mentality.
10 seconds left at the 30-second mark.
Yeah, interesting
For
pacing.
those of you who have seen the movie, the Terenzi brothers, the pair of brothers who drive the ice cream truck, crash through a random wall on the outskirts of the map, notifying
There
all
it is.
humans.
The ice truck has
Right
smashed
there.
open and escaped. Wait, what?
And luckily, all of those clowns are right next to it. So let's see
Wait,
if
is
we
that
can stop
guaranteed?
them.
That's
Prepare
actually
for battle.
guaranteed, but
Yes,
is it
sir.
always the
Get
same
that
escape?
finger lure ready. Don't let them walk through, dude.
I've got
Oh,
my
behind you.
cocoon
Right
ready.
They only have 30 seconds to escape. It's like a chopper from Predator Huntergrounds. Chopper comes in no matter what, and then you have to escape.
No.
No. Oh my.
Okay, well that was
How many-
unsuccessful.
There's one more left. I think they might die to the clown apocalypse here.
Okay, here it goes. Yep, here's comes something.
Nice. Okay,
Oh,
wait,
I
do they all
downed him
transfer?
still, just- I'm
Very
just gonna
nice.
Oh,
hard to
crap.
hit him. Nice. Okay.
That's
Well, yeah,
cool.
so that's the final. What happens with the the clown apocalypse? It spawns in at 0 seconds, the middle of the
Nice.
map. It spawns, and then it gradually expands outwards. So
It's
you
5
have
seconds.
About, it's like
5
6
seconds.
to 10 seconds. It just depends on.
Feels like
where, 'cause
5.
The Trenzy
Yeah.
brothers already burst. They burst through on the edge of the map. So depending on where you're at in the map, like there's time when it hits 0 seconds. So that we've had a lot of really.
So I like
clutch,
that.
insane moments.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be the clutch moments within the actual whole thing. Like just being able to escape and survive one of those moments. It's like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
In those
But will people purposely utilize that factor into their benefit and have the RNG of having the escape next to them all the time, or figure out a way to get that guaranteed escape? Yes, it's going to happen, no matter what. Or prolong games by purpose just to have that escape. Is that going to be fun? Yes and no, depending on what side you're on.
last
And if you're
final
successful or
seconds
not.
where people just are barreling towards the edge and they either get hit by the blast like right
Yeah.
before they see the escape, or they just get out. So
That's
it's
cool,
It's
that's
a
cool.
fun one. There's a lot, and like it is all about on the human side. Like I can't like I don't have what it takes to escape versus one of the other exits, or someone has used all the other ones and I'm not finding this piece. You always have the Terenzi escape. It's always there and it's ready, unless they of course
So there is pieces of some sort to help the humans actually get to a point of being able to escape as well.
trigger the clown apocalypse early. So you can't
Yeah.
always bank on it. Majority of the time it is there, but There's definitely a lot more nuance to that as far as how you're going to approach it when you can really dive into it.
Okay, nice. I want to keep that for this part of this video, for the Killer Klowns clown gameplay from the outer space. So that's really, really nice to see what it's all about. It kind of looks still a bit stiff, and maybe there's a bit of balancing issues here and there. Unsure until we get to play it ourselves sometime in the future. Hopefully our full release. Because I would like to actually play this game and give this game a go. Because I did enjoy Predator Undergrounds a lot on the channel, and the mates know that I did. It's a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that this game has VoIP, so we can have those crazy moments like we did in Predator Undergrounds occur here too. That'll be a lot of fun. We have to find out at some point if that's the case, but I'm very interested. Let's go jump to the human gameplay in the next video, so make sure to check out that one as well. For now, that was the Killer Klowns gameplay here, right now, and us giving our full reaction to it. I like it, looks interesting, it'll be a lot of fun. Let's see as we get closer and closer to that release date. As always, mates, it's been a pleasure, and I'll catch you mates next time. Bye-bye.